still be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Hey cuties, and welcome to another CC haul. Today I once again have over 100 new CC items for both your male and your female Sims. As always, you can find links to everything in the description down below, and I'll also make sure to link you to a playlist right now with all of my previous CC hauls if you're still in need of more CC after today's video. I'm also super excited to tell you that next week on Friday, I'm gonna start sharing all of my female CC tops with you. There will be 2 parts over the next 2 weeks, each on Friday, and I'm just super excited because I've been meaning to do this for so long. So if you don't want to miss it and you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. I hope you are all doing well, better than me at least, because I woke up and I'm sick. You might or might not be able to tell from my voice. I do sound very nasally. I hope it doesn't translate to the voiceovers. Sometimes I get lucky and it doesn't sound any different, so fingers crossed it will be like that. But I'm definitely short of breath, so if you catch me like taking very deep breaths today, that would be why, because I cannot breathe through my nose at all. So just bear with me. I would love to record this voiceover at a different point, but you know I am pre-recording, so that's just what we have to do. I feel like nowadays whenever I have to pre-record for anything, I get sick. What is that about? It's like my body is like, oh, pre-recording? Nah, you're gonna get sick. There's gonna be none of that. So hopefully there will be enough videos throughout my time in England, but it is what it is. I can't change being sick. I started feeling sick like a week ago or something, and there were 2 days I just had to take off of recording because I was just feeling so weak and dizzy and I couldn't do anything. Talking about the dizziness, actually, I went through a phase of like being dizzy for a few weeks every single day, and I feel like I've kind of overcome that without realizing. These things happen to me so much. Like when I was at the doctor's for it and she asked me questions about the dizziness, I was like, I don't know. I don't remember when it started. I can't really judge how extreme it is, like on a scale from 0 to 10. I don't know. I'm terrible at those things. I don't know how anyone else does it. And I rarely remember when something started or when it usually happens. You know, I can't tell if it happens after I get up or walk around or shake my head. Like I genuinely just do not remember these things, and it gets very frustrating when you have to remember them for a doctor. And I swear a lot of times I just make things up. I'm just gonna put it out there. A lot of times when I ask questions, I'm like, I don't know, maybe then. Like, just making up things that sound right. But I don't know, are you guys like that, or do you always remember every single detail about something that happened to you? Because I sure as hell do not. I am so bad. My memory only keeps getting worse, so there's just no hope for me, honestly. But otherwise, I'm doing fine. I am very excited to go see my boyfriend again. It's actually not been that long this time since I last saw him, but still I'm very excited. I'm also super stoked about the weather. It's been so gloomy the last few days and rainy, and if you know me, you know this is like my favorite type of weather. It's so cozy, and I actually started picking up knitting again. If you've been here for a while, you will know that I started knitting at the beginning of the year. I kind of taught myself and then knitted a few things, and then it moved into summer, and I don't know if it was because I don't like knitting with cotton as much as with wool, but it was different. It didn't feel as nice, and then it was also warm outside, and I was like, there's nothing I could knit that I would actually wear in this temperature. Like even cotton knitted things, there was nothing that really screamed out to me, and it's a lot of work. Like it takes forever to knit something, so, well, a piece of garment specifically. So I was just kind of like not interested, and then I remembered that I wanted to knit something for my boyfriend and for Christmas, and I just started using old yarn that I had to knit like a few little bookmarks and stuff just to get myself back into it, and then ordered some yarn for his sweater, and I just got so obsessed with it again. And like I was kind of proud of myself because, like I said, I only taught myself how to knit at the beginning of the year, and I went into a project where it had a lot of new things going on that I've never done before, and there were videos, but the videos are in Danish, so I have to watch Danish videos with English subtitles. which is so confusing, especially if you just see someone doing something with knitting needles and you kind of have to look at it, but also at the same time have to read what it says. It's a lot, but I managed to do it and I was very proud of myself. And that's, I think, why I like knitting, because I love doing things with my hands and like having a product at the end. It just feels so fulfilling. And I do a lot of things on my PC and it has kind of the same feeling, I'm gonna say. Like if you make a video, at the end of it, you're like, I made this. Like this is a product I made and crafted, but I don't know. Make it like it's just a different thing, like having a garment that you can wear and like touch, and I don't know, it hits different and it's very nice. So I think I got the knitting bug again. I also ordered some yarn to make something for my mom, and then I told my sister about it. I sent her like the yarn I got because the color is like the most beautiful green and it's so soft. Like I want to get the same yarn for something for myself because it's just so soft, and I'm kind of sensitive to like scratchy things, so I have to be a bit wary of that. And that yarn is just delightful, so flipping soft. And like I said, the color is gorgeous, and green is a color, specifically if it's like a warm green kind of leaning into yellow, like yellowish green, I know that it suits me and that I love that color, so I might have to get the same yarn for myself and make something for myself with it. It's just so cute. So I think I just have the knitting bug again. Let's see how long it lasts. I know that last year it was literally cold until like May or something, so that's great. It also started getting really cold here. I know that tomorrow it's supposed to be 19 degrees again, when the last few days it was like around 8 to 10. And I already know that my body is not gonna enjoy that very much. I don't cope with like weather changes very well. So hopefully I'll be alright. I do have to get like a few shopping things done, and I'm actually thriving on food related things right now. I'm gonna, I think, go into like a bit of my relationship with eating, so if that triggers you, just make sure to mute the video until the end, because I do not want to harm anyone with that what I'm saying. I'm not going to go into a lot of negatives. I'm just going to say that I, for the longest time, had like a very weird relationship with food, where I was like either saying everything is like super healthy and I need to eat that, or I was like in the phase of just eating crappy foods and like thriving off of it. You know, it's always like, I feel like played too much of a role in my life. It was just too big of a thing for it just to be food. And I still enjoy food, but I feel like I've kind of realized, or like it feels more relaxed, if that makes sense. And it's such a nice feeling because I've never experienced that. And it's so nice because like a few months even ago, if I knew I had to cook dinner, and I mean I have to cook dinner for myself every night, I always had to have a plan. Like I had to have a plan what to make for breakfast, what to make for dinner, like a concrete plan. I had to have all of the things that had to be very nice foods. I loved like unhealthy stuff as well as healthy stuff. I think there was always like a mix, but I kind of like hyper focused on it, if that makes sense. I just always needed to have that, or I was very unhappy. And right now I honestly can go to the store, buy a few veggies that look nice, have some tofu at home, and then just at dinner time I go into my kitchen. I'm like, sometimes I have a plan. Like right now I have burritos that I eat for 4 days because there's just so much of it, and I love that. It's so great. But it's just so nice, you know, to go into your kitchen and just make a meal from what you have, and not having to be hyper aware of what to have for dinner and like plan all of it out in the smallest details. And I don't know, it's just nice. It feels so much more relaxed, and I don't feel that need of constantly like rewarding myself with something. So I feel like I might be like on a good track to like heal my relationship with eating. I've never really talked about it because it's not the biggest issue in my life, but I have definitely struggled with like a bit of a unhealthy relationship with food. And also I have ADHD, and a lot of women with ADHD, I don't know how it is in men, I just always read it about women, pretty sure it will be the same with men. A lot of women with ADHD tend to overeat because it gives you dopamine and also something to do. You know, there's like a few factors that factor into it, but I think because of that, it was always like a big thing for me. And right now it just feels so relaxed and I'm so happy about it. And I didn't actually plan to get into this, but that's just what my voiceovers are like, to be honest. They always just ramble on. Sometimes it's the most silly things. Sometimes we dig deep. It's always a surprise to me as well as you, but I think that's just me as a person. We always just go onto little like rampages. Is that what they're called? I don't know. Never stick to a plan. Honestly, I never go into any voiceover with any plan unless I had something that I went to do and I can talk about it. But anyways, the video is coming to an end real soon here. I hope you enjoyed it and liked all of the CC. And if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you all next time. Bye!